Okay, fine. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the class. Welcome to Unacademy YouTube channel and welcome to my session. My name is Lakshmi Kushwaha. I'm net qualified in industrial relations and labor welfare. And I'm teaching live on Plus platform of Unacademy, the subject code 55. And I'm verified educator on Unacademy. So today in YouTube session of Unacademy, we are going to study the Social Security Code 2020, which has been a recent labor reform being introduced and which is going to be soon become applicable, right? So very important among the current affairs, current topic of labor reforms, labor legislation, right? So just waiting for 1 minute, let others join and we would be starting the session, right? Aditi, good, how are you? Good evening. Good evening, Aditi. How are you? Fine. Just waiting for 1 minute more if others are willing. Meanwhile, you can join me on an academy. You can join my classes. You can follow me on an academy on my link. And I teach Code 55. That is your labor laws and industrial relations, paper 2. So you can follow me on the link. You can always rate, review, give your feedback, share with others also so that they also get benefited through this particular topic, right? This particular course, whatever courses I'm coming up with. Okay, fine. Just waiting for 1 minute. Whole day for the results. Aditi, you're saying that you were waiting for result. So today you don't worry, nothing would happen. You don't have to take so much stress, right? Everything is going to be good. Since now there has been number of the question which are going to be get challenged, so there may be the chances that your answer key may be revised. So again, you can check your answers, right? And again there are the chances that you can get more number of marks or marks can get increased, so don't pressurize, don't stress yourself with this. Uday, Geeta, good evening, how are you? I'm fine, Geeta. Komal, good evening, how are you? Okay, fine. So today we are going to study the Social Security Code 2020, a short topic. Again, it is a kind of an introduction, or you can say only those part which has been recently introduced or which are the changes made in the Social Security Acts. We are going to discuss them in detail. The complete law we would be studying in the special classes on Unacademy. So you can follow me on there. Yes, Barkha, good evening. Mohsin Zaidi, good evening. How are you? I'm fine, Aditi. Very good. I'm fine. So, Mohsin, is this your first class? Barkha, I'm seeing, I believe, Barkha, I have seen earlier also. Right, so let's start the session. Today we are going to do Social Security Code 2020. And before we start, that this, I believe you all must be knowing that I teach on Plus platform. So I have been started the batch course, which is with Priyashi ma'am and myself. We both of them are together taking the labor legislation, that is the code 55. She is taking the unit 1 to 5. I'm taking the unit 1 6 to 10. So legislation part I'm teaching and she is taking the HRM, OB and 1 to 5 unit. So once this batch course get completed, I would start a course which would be a unit 1 to 5. So those who are looking forward for my classes for the complete syllabus can continue for next course that I'm going to release it. Meanwhile, those who want to complete the course soon, syllabus soon, they can go through the batch course, which is very useful, since the simultaneous topics are going to get covered. Isha, good evening. क्या रहेगा expected? Geeta, he's fine. Ruhi, good evening. How are you? Ruhi, how are you? Expected cutoff would be higher. Let me tell you, it would be higher as the previous year से better रहेगा cutoff, because again this time it took a long time for the examination. Children, students, learners had quite good time, right? They had good time to prepare, so I believe the cutoff would be at higher, right? Zyada high hoga, or there would be a great competition for you all, right? Okay, so this is the batch course. If you want to enroll yourself, use my code Lakshmi12 to get 10% off on your Unacademy subscription. You can even use my code Lakshmi Live. Both of them are working. You can use both of them in order to get 10% off on your subscription. Okay, fine. Let's start today's session. So, in yesterday's YouTube session, we studied the codes of wages, right? The codes of wages 2020, it includes 4 acts. It has combined 4 acts: Minimum Wages Act, Payment of Wages Act, Equal Remuneration Act, and Bonus Act. Now, the Code of Social Security is another labor reform which is being introduced with, again, with the concept or with an objective to increase the scope of social security from organized sector to unorganized sector as well. So this again widens the scope, increases the applicability, it covers larger area, and it consolidate or strengthen the current legislation. So the Code of Social Security bill, this was bill 2019. Now since it has been passed in Rajya Sabha, it would be 2020. So Code of Social Security 2020, bill is 2019. So the Code of Social Security 2019 was introduced in Lok Sabha by Minister State for Labor and Employment Mr. Santosh Kumar Gangwar on December 11, 2019. Ab what it do? It replaces 9 laws. In codes of wages, we have 4 laws. Here we have 9 laws which are being replaced. Means all the 9 laws, wherever these 9 laws, हम लोग आगे की स्लाइड में देखेंगे कि कौन से 9 laws हैं. So जो ये 9 laws हैं, जहां जहां पे अभी तक एप्लीकेबल होते थे, उनकी जगह पे one code would be applicable, that is the Code of Social Security 2020. ठीक है? So the 9 laws related to social security. What is social security legislation? Which legislations are called as social security? Those legislations, those act which talk about providing the social security during the retirement age, during the disablement, during the maternity. All such legislations are called as social security. The legislation which provides the benefit to the employees, the time when they are unemployed, the period when they need a care, the period when they are disabled, the period when they are retired. So such type of security, such type of legislations are called as social security. So it includes Employee Provident Fund Act 1952, Maternity Benefit Act 1961, and Unorganized Workers Social Security Act 2008. So see, the scope has been widened up. Now the unorganized sector is also the part of social security. पहले हम इसे अलग से पढ़ते थे. This act was studied separately for unorganized sector, but now it is combined with the organized sector. So all the provisions of social security code would be applicable to organized as well as unorganized sector as well. The Social Security Bill has introduced several new aspects for welfare of those working in the unorganized as well as the organized sectors of the economy. So it has introduced number of concepts. So let's see them. What are they and what does it include? Now, what are the 9 laws जो कंबाइन किए गए हैं, अमेलगमेट किए गए हैं, कंसोलिडिएट किए गए हैं अंडर द कोड ऑफ सोशल सिक्योरिटी 2019 और यू कैन से 2020. So these are Employees Compensation Act, the Unorganized Worker Social Security Act, the Payment of Gratuity Act, the Employees State Insurance Act, the Sign Workers Welfare Fund, the Employee Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provision Act 1952, the Employment Exchange Compulsory Notification of Vacancies Act 1959, the Maternity Benefit Act 1961, the Building and Construction Worker Cess Act 1996. So always remember, ये जितने 9 laws हैं, ये सारे के सारे provisions इनसे related, all the provisions related to all these 9 laws are given under one code, that is the code on social security. So you should remember which are the 9 laws which are covered under social security code. Everyone clear? So the Social Security Bill proposes to simplify, amalgamate, rationalize and replace the following labor legislation. अभी तक हम जो सिलेबस में पढ़ते आ रहे हैं, our current syllabus of NET does not include employee compensation. It does not include the Sign Worker Welfare Fund. It does not include employee exchange. It does not include the maternity benefit. But whenever you would be having the code on social security as a part of your syllabus, आपको ये सब पढ़ना पड़ेगा. So you have to study all of them, provisions related to all of them. ठीक है? Now, की एस्पेक्ट्स क्या हैं इस लॉ के अंदर, इस कोड के अंदर, बेसिकली नॉट लॉ, इस कोड के अंदर व्हाट आर द चेंजेस मेड, क्या चेंजेस हुए हैं? वाइडेंड द स्कोप ऑफ डेफिनेशन ऑफ वेजेस, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अगेन, जब हम किसी को कंपनसेशन देते हैं, द पेमेंट ऑफ ग्रेच्युटी एक्ट, the payment of compensation, the payment of social security, the payment of maternity benefit, everything is based upon the wages. Whatever amount is payable to the employee for all of this compensation, the wages has to be properly defined. So in this code, इस code में, code of social security में, the wages definition has been widened. What does it define? It includes, inclusive in the definition, so it includes all remuneration expressed in monetary terms and wages, including basic pay, dearness allowance and retaining allowance. यही same चीज, same definition we studied in the codes of wages. वहां पे भी the basic pay, dearness allowance and your retaining allowance is the part of the wages. Here also the basic pay, dearness allowance and retaining allowance is the part of your wages. Specific exclusion, what is not included, what is excluded. ठीक है, तो क्या include नहीं है? Provident fund. So contribution for provident fund is not the part of wages. Pension is not the part of wage. Gratuity not the part of wage. House rent and conveyance allowance are not included in term of wages as long as it does not exceed 50% of total remuneration being paid. अब इस चीज का मतलब क्या है? सी, कोड ऑफ वेजेस में एक टर्मिनोलॉजी डिफाइन की गई है, वो है डीम्ड वेजेस और डीम्ड रेमरेशन. अब ये डीम्ड रेमरेशन क्या है? So wages has two parts which includes and which does not include. Include में we have basic wage, dearness allowance, retaining allowance, correct? And there are number of things which are not included. अब ये definition एक चीज कहती है कि अगर ये जो टोटल है, ये जो अमाउंट है जो एम्प्लॉय को पेबल है, ठीक है, दिस इज इंक्लूडिंग, एंड डज नॉट इंक्लूड, यानी जो पीएफ, आपका पेंशन, ग्रेच्युटी, हाउस रेंट अलाउंस, ये इंक्लूडेड नहीं होगा, बट इन एनी केस पीएफ इन सब की टोटल, सपोज ये सारा टोटल आपका 10,000 रुपए है, क्या जो इंक्लूडेड है उस 10,000 है, और जो डज नॉट इंक्लूड है उसका टोटल सपोज 6,000 रुपीज है, तो हमारा लॉ कहता है कि अगर इफ दिस अमाउंट exceed 50% ऑफ दिस, सो 15% इसका क्या है 5,000, ठीक है। इफ इट इज एक्सीडिंग दिस अमाउंट, ये 5,000 से ज्यादा 6,000 हो रहा है, सो जो भी एक्सीडिंग अमाउंट होगी वो ऑटोमेटिकली इसका पार्ट बन जाएगा, मतलब वो वेजेस में काउंट किया जाएगा। एवरीवन क्लियर? आर यू गेटिंग दिस पॉइंट? Everyone clear? This is called as deemed remuneration. Did you get this point कि 50% वाला concept क्या है? I'm waiting for the response, then only I would be moving ahead. Repeat, ठीक है कोमल? Okay. Anybody else? Fine. Okay, let me explain you once again. Okay. See, suppose wages, we have wages. wages के दो पार्ट हैं, इंक्लूडिंग और एक्सक्लूडिंग। इंक्लूड में आता है आपका बेसिक पे, बेसिक सैलरी, आपकी डियरनेस अलाउंस और आपकी रिटेनिंग अलाउंस। एक्सक्लूडिंग मतलब जो आपकी वेजेस का पार्ट नहीं है, वो है पीएफ, आपका पेंशन, आपका एचआरए, हाउस रेंट अलाउंस, कन्वेंस अलाउंस एंड सो ऑन। अब ये लॉ कहता है सपोज आपका ये जो सैलरी है इसकी टोटल 10,000 रुपीज है, इतनी आप पे करते हो एक एम्प्लॉय को। अब क्या हुआ, ये जो एक्सक्लूडिंग वाला अमाउंट है इनकी टोटल, यानी पीएफ सपोज 1,000 रुपीज डिडक्ट होता है, पेंशन 500 है, एचआरए अगेन 1,000, 6,000 है, सपोज समथिंग लाइक दैट, और इनका टोटल आ रहा है आपका 6,000 के करीब, ठीक है। इसका 50% होता है 5,000। तो ये लॉ, दिस कोड सेज दैट इफ the sum of this, sum of excluded part is exceeding 50%, यानी 5,000 से ज्यादा है, ये 6,000 रुपए, कितना ज्यादा है 1,000 रुपए ज्यादा है, करेक्ट। 50% कितना हो गया 5,000, उससे कितना ज्यादा है ये 1,000 रुपए। तो ये जो एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट है, ज्यादा एक्सक्लूड, जो एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट है वो ऑटोमेटिकली इसका पार्ट बन जाएगा, यानी ये वेजेस में काउंट होगा। फिर जो एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट है वो वेजेस में काउंट होगा। इज दैट क्लियर नाउ? कोमल, ठीक है। अब इसी के साथ एक और पॉइंट है, बेनिफिट इन काइंड। दिस विल इंक्लूड टू द एक्सटेंट ऑफ 15% ऑफ टोटल वेजेस। ओवरऑल this will ensure wages of social security benefit will be at least 50% of overall compensation. अब benefit in kind, study miles with SS. Hello, good evening, how are you? अब है बेनिफिट इन काइंड। बेनिफिट इन काइंड का मतलब मनीटरी फॉर्म में पे ना करके, sometime you are benefited in a kind of a material, a kind of a coupon और any kind of services आपको सैलरी मिलती है। अब ये पॉइंट कह रहा है कि अगर आपको जो बेनिफिट्स इन काइंड मिलते हैं, जो वेजेस बेनिफिट्स इन काइंड मिलते हैं, वो अगर 15% से एग्जीड नहीं करता, या 15% है आपके टोटल वेजेस का, आपके ये टोटल वेजेस का अगर 15% होता है ये बेनिफिट इन काइंड, तो वो भी आपके वेजेस का पार्ट बन जाएगा। मतलब ये सपोज बेनिफिट इन काइंड, कोई मटेरियल आपको दी जाती है, कोई सर्विसेज दी गई हैं, ठीक है, पैसे नहीं दे रहे हैं, मटेरियल दिया जा रहा है, कोई ग्रेन्स दिए जा रहे हैं, उसकी अमाउंट हो रही है 1,600। तो ये 1,600 रुपीज 15% से ज्यादा बन रहा है। 15% ऑफ व्हाट? टोटल वेजेस, सो ऑटोमेटिकली ये पार्ट भी आप वेजेस में काउंट करोगे, इसे भी हम वेजेस कहेंगे. शेख अख्तर, गुड इवनिंग, हाउ आर यू? Clear, everyone? Is this part clear? If not, do let me know. I will explain you once again. Let's move to next slide. Now, अब सोशल सिक्योरिटी के अंदर में सोशल सिक्योरिटी, होल्ड ऑन, ओके, somehow it's not working. Hold on just. ओके, अब इसमें सोशल सिक्योरिटी का जो कोड है, द कोड ऑफ सोशल सिक्योरिटी 2020, इन दिस सम ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस आर फॉर्म्ड. कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जो फॉर्म किए जाएंगी इन सारे के सारे एक्ट को कंट्रोल करने के लिए या एडमिनिस्टर करने के लिए. अब ये कौन सी बॉडीज हैं, कौन सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो कोड प्रोवाइड करती है? द कोड प्रोवाइड्स फॉर द एस्टेब्लिशमेंट ऑफ सेवरल बॉडीज टू एडमिनिस्टर द सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम. क्या होगा इसमें? पहली फर्स्ट बॉडी इज अ सेंट्रल बोर्ड ऑफ ट्रस्टीज हेडेड बाय द सेंट्रल प्रोविडेंट फंड कमिश्नर टू एडमिनिस्टर ईपीएफ, ईपीएस एंड ईडीएलआई स्कीम. सो हमारा एम्प्लॉय प्रोविडेंट फंड को एडमिनिस्टर करने के लिए, कंट्रोल करने के लिए बोर्ड बनेगा सेंट्रल बोर्ड ऑफ ट्रस्टी, और इसे हेड करेंगे सेंट्रल प्रोविडेंट फंड कमिश्नर. ये एडमिनिस्टर करेंगे. ये किन चीजों के लिए? ईपीएफ प्रोविडेंट फंड के लिए, पेंशन स्कीम के लिए, एम्प्लॉय डिपॉजिट लिंक इंश्योरेंस स्कीम के लिए. दूसरी बॉडी द एम्प्लॉय स्टेट इंश्योरेंस कोऑपरेशन, ESIC, द एम्प्लॉय स्टेट इंश्योरेंस कोऑपरेशन हेडेड बाय चेयरपर्सन अपॉइंटेड बाय सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. इसको हेड करेंगे चेयरपर्सन जो अपॉइंट किए जाएंगे बाय सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट टू एडमिनिस्टर ESI स्कीम, एम्प्लॉय स्टेट इंश्योरेंस स्कीम. नेशनल, थर्ड इज नेशनल एंड स्टेट लेवल सोशल सिक्योरिटी बोर्ड. नेशनल लेवल पे और स्टेट लेवल पे देयर वुड बी अ सोशल सिक्योरिटी बोर्ड्स हेडेड बाय सेंट्रल एंड द स्टेट मिनिस्टर्स ऑफ लेबर एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट रिस्पेक्टिवली टू एडमिनिस्टर स्कीम्स ऑफ अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कर्स. सो ये सोशल सिक्योरिटी बोर्ड का क्या काम होगा? जो स्कीम्स अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कर से रिलेटेड फॉर्म होंगी उनको चेक करना, उनको एडमिनिस्टर करना. फाइनली द स्टेट लेवल बिल्डिंग वर्कर्स वेलफेयर बोर्ड headed by chairperson nominated by state government to administer scheme for building workers. So we have four organization, four bodies इस सोशल सिक्योरिटी कोड के अंदर जो अलग अलग स्कीम्स की देखरेख करेंगे, एडमिनिस्टर करेंगे. सेंट्रल बोर्ड ऑफ ट्रस्टी will administer employee provident fund, pension fund and insurance fund. Employee state insurance cooperation would administer ESIC scheme. National and state level social security board अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कर्स के लिए. स्टेट लेवल बिल्डिंग वर्कर्स वेलफेयर बोर्ड, ये होगा बिल्डिंग वर्कर्स के लिए. सो देयर आर फोर organizations or the bodies provided by the code of social security act code. ठीक है. now सोशल सिक्योरिटी फॉर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग जो इस सोशल सिक्योरिटी कोड में डाली गई है वो है सोशल सिक्योरिटी फॉर अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कर. Is the bill seeks to provide for framing a schemes and constitution of social security fund for unorganized workers, gig workers, platform workers. So bill seek to provide framing of schemes and constitution of social security fund. तो अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कर्स के लिए कोड क्या दे रहा है? वो कोड फ्रेम करवाएंगे स्कीम्स कैसी स्कीम्स जो अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कर्स के लिए है, गिग मतलब जो ऑनलाइन काम करते हैं, फ्रीलांस फ्रीलांस जो काम करते हैं, दे आर गिग वर्कर्स, प्लेटफॉर्म वर्कर्स अगेन जो ऑनलाइन फ्रीलांस काम करते हैं. सो इट प्रोवाइड्स फॉर फ्रेमिंग ऑफ द स्कीम्स एंड सोशल सिक्योरिटी फंड. Now there would be role of central government as well as the state government. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट क्या करेगी सोशल सिक्योरिटी के स्कीम के लिए, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का क्या रूल है. सो शैल फॉर्मुलेट एंड नोटिफाई फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम सुटेबल वेलफेयर स्कीम फॉर अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वर्कर्स इंक्लूडिंग audio visual workers, BD workers, non-coal workers on matter relating to life, disability cover, health and maternity benefit, old age protection, education, housing. So ये जो सारे मैटर्स दिए हैं, ये सारे मैटर्स को कौन देखेगा? सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. इनसे रिलेटेड स्कीम्स कौन बनाएगा? सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. नेक्स्ट इज स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स बनाएगी किससे रिलेटेड? स्कीम्स रिलेटेड टू प्रोविडेंट फंड, एम्प्लॉयमेंट इंजुरी बेनिफिट, हाउसिंग, educational schemes for children, skill upgradation of workers, funeral assistance and old age homes. So all this matters, all the schemes related to this matter would be done by the state government. So central government का भी रोल है, state government का रोल है. A special purpose vehicle may be constituted by central government for the purpose of implementation of scheme. अब सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एक स्पेशल पर्पस व्हीकल यानी एक स्पेशल बॉडी को ऑथराइज कर सकती है, कॉन्स्टिट्यूट कर सकती है ये सारे के सारे स्कीम्स को इंप्लीमेंट करने के लिए. इज दैट क्लियर टू एवरीवन? Waiting for your response. So we are done. We studied the social security code. ठीक है? Okay. Any doubts? Any doubt related to this? If you want me to repeat anything, I can repeat it. Okay, so this was the session for the day. I hope you understood it. Thank you everyone for being there. Again, if you want to subscribe for my courses, you can use Lakshmi 12 to get 10% off. Do not forget to get the subscription since it's going to be very useful for you. Okay, any doubt you can ask me, any kind of doubt, anything you want me to add on. So thank you. Yes, anyone. Okay, Komal, will do. Sure. So thank you everyone, and we will be having the class morning 7:30 a.m. ठीक है, 7:30 a.m. and that would be again related to Industrial Dispute Act. Okay, so we would be doing this doubt clearing session hoga. You can ask me the doubts related to Industrial Dispute Act, and you can also, we would be solving the MCQs as well. Thank you everyone for being there.